The scorching flames pierced through Dany's body and engulfed the warlock. Thus ended the first man slain by dragonfire. The young dragon now revealed its rightful ferocity. She then found Zero, unlocking the vault rumored to hold vast treasures, only to discover an empty chamber with her torch. The container's empty. She stays calm, smirking at Zaro. Thanks for the lesson. From this moment, she masters bluffing to victory, orders her men, lock up Zaro and traitors. Second betrayal survived, plunders Zaro's palace, selling treasures for ships. After leaving Kar, Daenerys finally has her own ship. Her dragons grow larger by the day, but Daenerys thinks it's too slow. They're not battle-ready yet. To reclaim the Iron Throne, her current forces can't match the Seven Kingdoms' might. She urgently needs an army. Yora leads them to Astapor, home to the world's finest warriors, the Unsullied. Their master is the city's wealthiest slave trader. Their training is merciless. Boys train day and night from age 5, mastering 3 deadly weapons, then fight to the death. 4 boys enter, 1 survives. To demonstrate their discipline, a slave is ordered forward. His flesh is inhumanely cut. The Unsullied shows no resistance, not even flinching. The slaver explains, to eliminate all weakness, they make recruits kill babies before their mother's eyes with a copper coin. Horrified by this brutality, Daenerys is appalled, but learning there's 8,000 such soldiers, her hatred grows deeper. 8,000 Unsullied means 8,000 dead infants. She pities their fate, but rejects owning slaves. Yora understands her struggle. He advises her, with your leadership, they could find purpose. You won't abuse them. A beggar girl approaches, catching their attention. She throws a wooden ball, urging Daenerys to open it. As she tries to twist it, a cloaked man intervenes. The ball rolls to his feet. Daenerys watches stunned. As the ball slowly opens, a scorpion-like creature emerges. Before she can react, it lunges to attack. The seemingly innocent girl speaks with demonic voice. The cloaked man finds the girl vanished. She reappears behind them. The assassin is Karthus. Warlock thought dead. When saved, Daenerys thanks her savior. I owe you my life, sir. The honor is mine. Your grace. He reveals he served her father as Kingsguard, greatest knight in 7 kingdoms. Barristan the Bold, sworn to the Mad King. After the rebellion, he broke his vow. Served Robert Baratheon, now seeks redemption by serving House Targaryen. Let me join your Queensguard. I won't fail again. Since Drogo's death, Yora remains her rock. Now with Barristan, he'll guide her path. Debate over buying slaves divides Yora and Barristan. The legendary knight opposes using Unsullied. Yora argues, they're not whole men, but fiercely loyal. No risk of betrayal. Seeing slaves executed, Daenerys resolves to liberate the enslaved, free Astapor. Confronting the slaver, she demands all Unsullied, including trainees, but he refuses to sell untrained boys. They might tarnish his reputation with poor performance. Insults her in Valyrian, thinking she can't understand, mocks her beauty and supposed poverty, even with her ship and men, could only buy 100 soldiers. Daenerys remains composed, scanning the slaves. She makes bold decision. I'll trade a dragon. Her advisors protest. The dragon exchange. Trading her largest dragon for 8,000 Unsullied, she took Missandei with her before leaving. As part of the agreement, Yora continued pleading, urging Daenerys to find alternatives. No army could match a dragon's value, he argued. To those questioning her decision, Daenerys offered no explanations, but issued a warning.
If ever question me in front of strangers again, advise me someone else.
She then asked Missandei about the Unsullied's loyalty. This remained her greatest concern. Missandei confidently replied, when you own the Unsullied, they'll obey without question, even order them to kill themselves. Satisfied with this answer, Daenerys warned Missandei of hardship. Hunger and danger lie ahead.
Yes, all men must die.
Another member joined her inner circle. The exchange commenced. Daenerys presented her dragon. Slave masters gathered to witness this historic transaction. Missandei interpreted in new attire. The slaver suggested, after obtaining the Unsullied, raid villages for practice to sharpen their skills. Healthy prisoners could be sold back to us. In 10 years, they'll become new Unsullied. Hearing this madness, Daenerys stared coldly. Then before the crowd, she unleashed her dragon. Lifting Drogon high, she handed his chains to the slaver, completing the transaction. Examining her whip, Daenerys remained wary. After confirming its power, she turned resolutely. Drogon screeched in protest. At perceived abandonment, Daenerys didn't look back, facing the Unsullied ranks.
Spaghetti!
They executed her orders perfectly. Daenerys finally smiled. Drogon struggled mightily. The slaver shouted angrily, "Your beast disobeys."
Daenerys
revealed her fluency. All previous insults, she'd understood perfectly. Valyrian was the Targaryen mother tongue. Now, the slavers would pay. To everyone's shock, she ordered, commanding the Unsullied, break the slaves' chains, kill every soldier, and whiphold her. Kill her.
Dracarys.
Chaos erupted instantly. Against the Unsullied's might, the slavers stood no chance. Drogon's flames engulfed. Astapor was liberated. All awaited their new liberator. Daenerys proclaimed, "You lived in fearful bondage. Today I give you freedom. Leave now without harm. This I swear." Daenerys gambled here, unsure how many would stay. She wanted true loyalty, not mindless obedience. Then a soldier raised his spear high. Another followed. Thundering approval echoed. Daenerys observed this, knowing she'd earned trust and secured true allies. She discarded the whip, needing no such tool. Thus, Daenerys gained 8,000 Unsullied, beginning her rise to power. How would she liberate a city of 200,000 slaves? In Game of Thrones, the Unsullied inspire fear. Their identity erased young. No pain, no emotions. Even against endless whites, they will not retreat even a step. This formidable army was conquered by Daenerys upon her arrival, and seamlessly integrated into her forces. With 8,000 Unsullied warriors, she marched to the slave city of Yunkai. Yora warned Daenerys, its geographical advantages make it easy to defend. Capturing it would cost half our forces at minimum. This won't help her claim the Iron Throne. But learning of 200,000 enslaved people within, with determination in her eyes, she told Yora, "Then we have 200,000 reasons to take this city." When the slave masters learned her plans, they immediately came to negotiate, hoping to intimidate Daenerys into leaving Yunkai. But when the slavers saw the Unsullied camped outside, he lost some of his arrogance. But as a superior being, he kept his composure. However, seeing Daenerys' 3 dragons, he dared not show any disrespect. He ordered 2 chests of gold offered to her, and offered countless ships, if she'd leave Yunkai, and sail to Westeros. Daenerys was tempted for a moment, but seeing the slaves kneeling below, her eyes hardened, unwavering. Daenerys told him to avoid war. All slaves in Yunkai must be freed, and given enough money and food. Otherwise, there's nothing to discuss. Hearing these conditions, the slaver thought she was daydreaming. Then he warned her, "This isn't like the cities you conquered. Many have coveted Yunkai. All have failed, and we have powerful allies. In war, they'll destroy your Unsullied. Then you'll be our slave."
Swore me safe conduct.
I did. But my dragons made no promises, and you threatened their mother.
Seeing no further negotiation possible, he ordered his men to take the gold away, but Drogon suddenly appeared, guarding it. The terrified men scrambled back.
My gold. You gave it to me, remember?
The slaver angrily left, defeated, which meant negotiations had failed. But Daenerys wasn't worried, because now she had the means to fight back. Yora discovered Yunkai's allies were 2,000 mercenaries, called the Second Sons. They had fine equipment, and considerable fighting power. To minimize her losses in battle, Daenerys decided to offer more money, to make the Second Sons desert Yunkai. She summoned the 3 leaders, but when Barristan introduced them, Marrow, leader of the Second Sons, sneered. He insulted Daenerys in the vilest language, because during his command, he had never lost a battle, so he didn't consider this woman the so-called mother of dragons. But as their host, Daenerys was gracious. She smiled, and told him teasingly, "We have 8,000 Unsullied, and 3 dragons, and you have 2,000 horse. If we fight, you have no chance." But Marrow said, "We've won against worse odds, especially against an army led by a woman." Then Daario spoke up. He noted that Daenerys had no ships, no siege weapons, and no cavalry to speak of. Why should the Second Sons join her?
A fortnight ago I had no army. A year ago I had no dragons.
Daenerys gave them 2 days to consider, and sent Marrow 2 barrels of wine, but Marrow didn't appreciate it. He mocked Missandei before leaving, which showed the Second Son's position.
Sir Barristan, comes to battle, kill that one first.
Gladly, your grace.
Although Marrow was fierce in the negotiations, they knew 2,000 horse stood no chance against 8,000 Unsullied, so they decided to assassinate Daenerys. They flipped a coin to pick the assassin. Daario was the lucky winner. After failing to win over the Second Sons, Daenerys worried about the coming war. A scream interrupted her. An assassin held Missandei hostage. When he removed his helmet, Daenerys saw his face. It was Daario, one of the Second Sons' leaders. Daenerys wondered why he hadn't attacked. Daario threw down 2 heads. They were Marrow and another captain. He'd been smitten the moment he saw her. He was captivated by her beauty, so he betrayed Marrow and took command. Then Daario knelt slowly and swore allegiance.